Hey everyone, welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and I'm super excited about today's topic. If you've ever caught yourself overthinking every single word in English, you're not alone. And we're going to help with that. But first, I'm here with my favorite co-host, Sarah.
Thanks, David. Hi, everyone. It's so good to be here again. Today's topic is one that so many English learners struggle with. If your brain feels like it's running a marathon just to say one sentence, this episode is for you.
Right? Today, we're talking about how to speak English like you think it. No more overthinking. No more freezing. Just speaking freely and naturally. The way fluent speakers do. Sounds good?
And don't worry. We're not just going to tell you what to do. We'll show you how, step by step, with examples, tips, and even a little challenge at the end.
But before we jump in, if you want to speak better English faster, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We're here every week helping you practice and grow, and we'd love to have you with us.
All right, let's dive in. First, let's explain what this technique actually is and why it might just be the key to unlocking your fluency.
When we say, speak English like you, think it. We're talking about developing the ability to express your thoughts in English without pausing, editing, or mentally translating. It's about having a direct connection between your thoughts and the words you speak, just like when you talk in your native language.
Most learners struggle because they try to build every sentence from scratch, thinking about grammar, vocabulary, and rules all at once. That creates pressure and hesitation. But when you learn to trust your brain and let your thoughts flow in English, everything starts to feel more natural and fluid.
This technique helps you speak more instinctively. Instead of mentally preparing each sentence, you practice expressing familiar ideas with ready-made phrases and patterns. Over time, your brain stops overanalyzing and starts reacting automatically in English. That's where fluency begins.
The goal isn't perfection, it's communication. You don't need to speak like a native speaker. You just need to speak clearly and confidently, without constantly stopping to think. That's why this method is so effective. It frees your mind from overthinking and builds real speaking power.
Think of it like building a mental library of English thoughts. You're not memorizing lines. You're building natural associations between your ideas and the way they're expressed in English. The more you do it, the more it becomes your automatic way of thinking and speaking.
And remember, fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about using what you already know with confidence and flow. By training your brain to think in English directly, you reduce hesitation and gain speed and clarity when you speak in real situations.
This technique works because it mirrors the way we all learn to speak as children, through repetition, exposure, and real use. You hear, repeat, and then start, producing language without conscious effort. That same process still works, even as an adult.
Once your brain is used to forming thoughts in English, you'll notice a huge difference in how you speak. You won't feel stuck or unsure. You'll just speak more freely, more comfortably, and with a lot more confidence in your ability to express yourself.
Let's imagine you want to say something simple like, I'm hungry, or I need a break. Instead of thinking about the grammar or translating, you should be able to just say it the moment the thought appears. The more you practice linking ideas directly to English expressions, the faster this happens.
For example, when I wake up and feel tired, my brain automatically says, I didn't sleep well, or I need more coffee. I'm not thinking about verbs or sentence structure. I'm just reacting in English to what I feel or observe. That's the kind of instinct we want to help you build.
Try this. Look around you and describe what you see in English. You might say, "The sun is shining," or "There's a lot of noise outside." Don't pause to plan. Just say what comes naturally. Even if it's not perfect, you're training your brain to stay in English mode.
Another powerful trick is to narrate what you're doing. For example, while cooking, say things like, "I'm chopping vegetables," or "I need more salt." It keeps your mind active. In English, and over time, this habit makes speaking feel much more effortless.
You can also talk to yourself in English while doing daily tasks. Things like brushing your teeth, getting dressed, or walking to the store. Say what you're doing or thinking. It may feel strange at first, but it's a great way to turn passive thoughts into active language practice.
If you're watching a movie or reading a book, pause and ask yourself, "What just happened?" Then try to answer in English. Say something like, "The character is in trouble," or "She found a clue." You're not just consuming English, you're thinking and reacting in it.
One fun way to boost this practice is using flashcards, not just for vocabulary, but for common phrases. Read a phrase and immediately create a quick thought or sentence with it. Don't overthink it. Just let it come out, even if it's short or simple. That's the point.
The key is to keep it natural and consistent. Speak out, loud, even if you're alone. Don't wait until you feel ready or confident. The practice itself is what creates the confidence. The more you express your real thoughts in English, the more automatic it becomes.
One of the biggest benefits of thinking in English is how much faster you become when speaking. You stop wasting energy trying to build sentences in your head. Instead, you speak with flow and confidence because your brain already knows what to say and how to say it instantly.
Another huge benefit is that you become more comfortable in real conversations. You're not stuck translating or doubting your words. You're present, focused, and able to truly connect. That comfort shows in your voice, your expression, and the way people respond to you.
When you stop overthinking, you reduce stress. Many learners feel anxious when speaking because they're afraid of making mistakes. But when your thoughts are already in English, the pressure disappears. You feel more natural, and communication becomes enjoyable, not scary.
Plus, it boosts your listening skills. When you think in English, your brain starts to process what others say more quickly. You don't need to pause and analyze every word. You simply understand and respond, just like in your first language. That makes conversation smoother.
Your vocabulary improves too, because you use it actively. Instead of just recognizing words when you see them, you're using them in real time to express your own thoughts. That makes the words stick in your memory and become part of your everyday speech.
And let's not forget your confidence. Every time you complete a sentence without translating, your brain gets a little stronger, and your self-belief grows. You realize, "I can do this." And that mindset opens doors in your personal life, your career, and your goals with English.
This technique also helps you sound more natural. You're not speaking like a textbook. You're speaking like a real person. You use tone, rhythm, and expressions that make your English feel alive, not robotic. That makes a big difference in how people perceive you.
Finally, It makes English part of your identity. When you think in English, you're not just learning a language, you're living it. It becomes part of how you see the world and express yourself. That's the kind of deep fluency that lasts a lifetime and keeps growing every day.
Step 1. Start by choosing simple moments during your day to practice thinking in English. It could be while you're brushing your teeth, getting dressed, or preparing breakfast. Don't worry about making full sentences. Just describe what you're doing or thinking using basic, clear English.
Step 2. Create a routine. Set a small goal, like practicing for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. Consistency is key. The more often you switch your internal thoughts to English, the easier it becomes. Repetition trains your brain to stay in English mode naturally.
Step 3. Use short phrases you already know. Start with things like, I'm tired, it's hot today, or I need to go to the store. These phrases are your foundation. Don't try to be fancy. The goal is to think clearly and directly in English, not to impress anyone with big words.
Step 4. Speak out loud when possible. Even if you're alone, saying your thoughts aloud helps you hear how your English sounds and builds your speaking confidence. It also forces you to connect thinking and speaking, which is exactly what this technique is all about.
Step 5. React in English to what you see, hear, or feel. If you hear a dog barking, say, that dog is loud. If you feel cold, say, it's freezing today. The goal is to respond naturally to real life in real time, using the English you already know without hesitation.
Step 6. When you don't know a word, don't stop. Find another way to express the idea using simpler words. For example, if you don't, remember refrigerator. Say, the place where I keep food cold. This keeps your thinking active and flexible in English, which is what really matters.
Step 7. Keep a journal of the thoughts or phrases you use daily. Writing them down reinforces what you're practicing and helps you notice patterns. You'll see which ideas come easily and which ones need more practice. That's valuable feedback for your progress.
Step 8. Review and recycle your thoughts. At the end of the day, try to remember a few things you thought or said in English. Repeat them. Improve them. Make them part of your speaking style. This reflection helps make each day's practice stronger than the last.
A common mistake is waiting until your English is perfect before trying to think in it. That mindset holds you back. Thinking in English is not the final step. It's part of how you get better. You improve by doing it imperfectly first, over and over, until it becomes natural.
Another mistake is being too focused on grammar while thinking. When you're forming thoughts, you don't need to analyze every rule. Fluency comes from familiarity, not perfection. If you overcorrect yourself constantly, you'll lose the flow and start feeling blocked again.
Many learners get frustrated when they can't find the exact word they want. But trying to be perfect will only slow you down. Instead, practice flexibility. Use simpler language to express the same idea. It's not about showing off. It's about making your message clear and quick.
Some people compare their thinking in English to how they speak in their native language, and they feel discouraged. But that's not a fair comparison. You've spent your whole life with your first language. English takes time. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate every step.
A mistake we often see is thinking only in short sessions. People try it for 5 minutes and then go back to their native language for the rest of the day. The real progress comes when you sprinkle English into your whole routine, in little thoughts, comments, and reactions.
Another mistake is only thinking in English when you're relaxed. You need to practice in different moods and situations, when you're tired, stressed, or even bored. That's how real fluency works. Your brain gets used to functioning in English no matter how you feel.
Sometimes learners avoid speaking out loud because they feel silly talking to themselves. But speaking aloud is one of the most powerful tools you have. You're not performing, you're training. The more you speak your thoughts, the more natural and confident your speech becomes.
And finally, don't give up just because it feels awkward at first. That discomfort is a sign that you're growing. If you stick with it, you'll notice how quickly your brain starts making the switch. Thinking in English becomes easier, and soon it feels completely normal.
Here's a simple challenge for you. Take just 5 minutes after this episode ends, and try to describe everything you see around you in English. Don't prepare, don't write, just think. Look at your room, your clothes, your phone. Say what you notice, how you feel, what you're doing.
You don't need perfect words or grammar. The goal is to get your brain to respond in English without needing to translate. If you don't know a word, use what you do know. Think, "It's bright outside," or "My chair is soft." These little sentences create powerful habits over time.
If you want to make this even more effective, do it while doing something else, like walking, cooking, or cleaning. That way, you connect English to your real life, not just your study time. Your thoughts in English start to become part of your natural rhythm and daily actions.
And if you're feeling motivated, try this for 7 days in a row. Set a daily reminder. Think in English during breakfast, your commute, or even while brushing your teeth. No pressure, just consistency. That's how new habits form and turn into automatic behavior.
You can also use your phone to record yourself thinking out loud in English, just 1 minute a day. Then listen back. Notice how you improve, how your confidence grows, and how your ideas come out faster. It's like a workout for your speaking muscles. Easy, quick, powerful.
Want something even simpler? Just pick one object near you and describe it in 3 different ways. For example, "This is my mug. It's blue. I drink coffee with it every morning." You're training your brain to use English to observe, describe, and express. Exactly what fluent speakers do.
Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect English. The challenge is about action, not perfection. Even 2 minutes of thinking in English today is better than waiting for confidence tomorrow. Fluency starts by doing small things with consistency and courage.
So pause this episode when we finish and take the challenge. Just you, your thoughts, and English. No pressure, no audience, no mistakes, just real progress. If you do this, you'll start to feel a real shift. English won't just be something you study, it'll be something you live.
Today, we showed you how to stop overthinking and finally start thinking in English. We shared what the technique is, how it works, gave you examples, explained the benefits, and even walked through common mistakes to avoid. You're not just learning, you're training your brain to live in English.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Fluency grows when you take small, consistent actions, like thinking in English during your day. If you try the challenge we gave you, you'll notice your confidence growing faster than you expect. One step at a time, you're getting there.
We'd love to hear from you. What part of today's episode helped you the most? Do you already think in English sometimes? Drop a comment and let us know your experience. Your story might inspire someone else in this amazing global community.
And if you made it all the way to the end, wow. That means you're really serious about improving your fluency. Write the word think in the comments so we know you're one of the ones who really wants to grow. We're cheering for you.
If this episode helped you, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps more learners find us. And if you want to keep growing your English every week with us, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new episode.
Thanks for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep thinking in English, and keep believing in your progress. See you in the next episode of the Speak English podcast. Bye.